Hi everyone, I wanted to make a short video today to explain the speaking assignment that you have for this unit. I'm in week 2 module in our course, and the assignment is right here on this page, week 2, preparing for oral presentation, survey on carbon footprint. So your assignment is that you and your group members that you've been assigned to a particular group are going to interview people on Tuesday, February 2nd and ask them questions about one area of carbon footprint. I prepared a short guidelines document here that I'd like to also share with you. This is an opportunity for you to practice speaking to a native speaker of English who is not part of our class. This is a group effort, so all the people in your group should contribute and participate. Also, I have created discussion boards for you and your group to share your ideas for questions and decide who's going to do each speaking part. And you're going to ask these questions on February 2nd. That date is wrong. It's February 2nd. Use the worksheets on this page, which you already started doing today, to create your questions. Make sure that the questions are related to your group topic. Over the weekend, you can practice asking your questions because each one of you is going to take turns asking questions. Everyone should take notes so you have information about each person's answer. And during the interview, if you think of additional questions, go ahead and ask them. However, we will have sort of a time limit for each interview, maybe 10 minutes max. It should be enough for you to ask 5 questions. Please don't be absent on Tuesday, and this is February the 2nd. And we're not going to be able to record this session since you'll be conducting the interview in breakout rooms, okay? For the oral presentation, we talked already about the outline that's in the assignment, but I also want to point out that all the members must participate and present. You will get 2 grades, an individual score and a group score, okay? And use the outline that's given, which we already talked about. And please try to practice your part of the presentation before next Thursday so that you can avoid reading from the paper. Okay? So that's pretty much all from this guidelines. Okay? Let's go back to the assignment page. So if you want to look at that again, it's right here on the assignment page. You see the names of the group members. So each group will come up with 5 to 6 questions to ask. And so you're going to ask the same 5 or 6 questions to each person that you speak to on Tuesday. We're not sure exactly how many people will be there, but you will have at least 5 people to interview, maybe more. Okay? So as you interview these people, of course, you want to take notes, and then you can use the discussion board to, to put together your notes for for the answers for each question. Okay. Okay. So here's the outline that we talked about already. If you have a group with 4 people in it, perhaps one person can do these 2 parts here. Okay. And another person could share with the entire class the questions that you used. But by the way, I will probably put them all together and put them at the end of your discussion board. You can share your screen and show the questions to the class. This is, I think, the third part is the hardest part, is the summary. So this is where all the members of the group are going to have to get together and look at all the answers that you got to each of the questions and sort of sum them all up together. For example, if you interviewed 5 people and 3 out of the 5 said this answer, then say that to the class. you could say most of the people surveyed said X, okay? Finally, the conclusion are the recommendations. In your group, you should think about it. After you get the results of what you learned from the survey, what are your recommendations to these people that you interviewed? Do they need to reduce their carbon footprints? If so, how can they do that? And exactly in what areas do they need to work on reducing their carbon footprint? So this is the outline. And I know that all of you have looked at these pages. Some of you shared them in your groups, but I'll just show you one example. This is a website from the Chicago Botanic Garden. And if you go to page 5, here are some really good questions, starting with, actually, I think page 6 is better. Some of these questions are not really good because you have to give too much information, but this is a good one right here. Look at this. How far does your family travel by bus each week? If you ask this to somebody and they say, I never go on the bus, then their answer would be 0 miles. Same thing for number 15, that's about trains. These are really good for the transportation group. Flying. How many hours does your family fly each year? If they give a high answer, like more than 100 hours, then that's a person whose carbon footprint is really big. Okay. Here for the food group, some good questions about what kind of food you eat. What about the fresh food versus processed packaged food? This question 20 is about food miles. Okay. Here's some questions for the waste group. Okay. So anyway, I recommend that you look at these links and you will find a lot more questions. If you have any questions for me before Tuesday, feel free to email me. Okay. Thank you.